feel it crack. The god of thunder's never looking back. Iron will, iron hands, defending all the northern lands. Storm and fire, steel and bone, no warrior stands or dies alone. Son of earth and son of sky, giants fall when Mjolnir flies. Thunder rides the Nordic gale, the son of Odin will prevail. When the serpent wound around his throat without a sound, he lifted what no god had tried, a mountain's worth of ocean tide. He faced the giants' tricks and lore, and still came back to fight some more. In serpent's coils at the world's end, a battle only death could end. The storm machine is spinning fast, every thunderclap will be the last, before the next one shakes the ground. A warrior's heartbeat, ancient sound. Iron rising through the dark, every lightning bolt a sacred mark. Higher, higher than the mountain's peak, this is the thunder that the brave ones seek. One more drop, one final call, the son of earth and sky above all. Iron will, iron hands, defending all the northern lands. Storm and fire, steel and bone, no warrior stands or dies alone. Son of earth and son of sky, held the serpent, watch the giants die. Die, 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 die. Through Ragnarok and back to dust, the son of thunder, strong and just. Iron fist that cracked the stone, a warrior's blood down to the bone. Mjolnir ringing through the night, the son of earth forever fight. At the end of days, through the ash and smoke and burning haze, 9 steps forward into history. Son of earth and sky, finally free. The thunder softens to a distant roll, Mjolnir silent on a warrior's soul. But in every storm, in every rain, the son of earth will rise again. Asgard, half of stone, the blood of earth runs to the bone. Between the worlds of gods and earth, this warrior found his place of worth. Iron gauntlets grip the air, red hair blazing everywhere. The chariot rides across the clouds, above the mortals, above the crowds. They called him simple, they were wrong. Beneath the brawn there was a song, a heart that burned for mortal men, to shield the weak and rise again. He drank the mead of Heimer's hall, he carried mountains, never fell. The giant's cattle fed his forge, a loyalty that nothing could gorge. He is the bridge between the realms, a warrior's heart at every helm. When the storm comes rolling in, that is where his strength begins. Feel the thunder in your chest, the son of earth stands above the rest. The bass is dropping, feel it crack. The god of thunder's never looking back. night he faced the giants, tricks and lore, and still came back to fight some more. In serpent's coils at the world's end, a battle only death could end. The storm machine is spinning fast, every thunderclap will be the last, before the next one shakes the ground. A warrior's heartbeat, ancient sound. Iron rising through the dark, every lightning bolt a sacred mark. Higher, higher than the mountain's peak, this is the thunder that the brave ones seek. One more drop, one final call, the son of earth and sky above all. Iron will, iron hands, defending all the northern lands. Storm and fire, steel and bone, no warrior stands or dies alone. Son of earth and son of sky, held the serpent, watch the giants die. Die, 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 die. Through Ragnarok and back to dust, the son of thunder, strong and just. Iron fist that cracked the stone, a warrior's blood down to the bone. Mjolnir ringing through the night, the son of earth forever fights. At the end of days, through the ash and smoke and burning haze, 9 steps forward into history. Son of earth and sky, finally free. The thunder softens to a distant roll, Mjolnir silent on a warrior's soul. But in every storm, in every rain, the son of earth will. Beneath the mountain, in the dark below, a fire burning with no place to go. A god in chains of serpent gut, the world above forever shut. Venom falling, drop by drop, Sagan catches, she will never stop. A love that transcends every pain, the bound flame burning in his chain. He walked in shadow at the edge of light, a flame that burned too wild, too bright. For every gift he brought a cost, for everything he found, something lost. The gods grew tired of the tricks, of consequence and politics. They bound him deep in cavern cold, a punishment both fierce and old. Sagan, her name a shield of grace, Sagan holding hope in that dark place. Venom dripping from the stone above, bound by the chains he helped them love. Feel the tension, feel the sorrow blend, a story with the devastating end. The base is building like the mountain shakes, every time the bowl of mercy breaks. The bound flame burning in the deep, the bound flame, no one hears him weep. The bound flame, waiting for the day, the bound flame when the chains give way. Sagan standing through the endless night, a wife of gold in a world of spite. The venom falls, the earthquakes scream, Loki burning in the captive dream. Anger-bold children roam the land, before the Aesir forced their hand, held to rule the frozen dead. Fenrir bound by Gleipnir's thread, Jörmungandr cast into the sea. A family torn apart, not free, but chains on flesh can't bind the soul. The fire always finds its hole, the mountain trembles. pressure builds, the bowl is tipping, venoms fill. The god below screams at the sky. The earthquakes answer asking why. Ragnarok is calling from afar. The bound one stares beyond the scar. Higher, every chain about to crack. The trickster flame is coming back. One last build, one final roar. The bound god rising through the floor. The bound flame breaking every chain. The bound flame rising through the pain. The bound flame Naglfar sets its sail. The bound flame beyond the god's curtain veil. Sigurd drops the bowl and turns away. Even love cannot outlast the day. He rises at Ragnarok's first light to fight the final unforgiving fight. The bound flame, chaos is his call. The bound flame, standing as worlds fall. The bound flame, neither good nor bad. The bound flame, the most complex god we have. In the silence after all is done, when the wars are over, nothing won, he smiles at last, the trick complete. The chaos engine finally obsolete. Was it fate or just a role he played? A fire burning slowly as it fades. The bound god rests on Ragnarok's plain. No chains, no venom, no more pain. Stone they own. The strong devour the weak and small. No order held, no law at all. Then came the one who spoke the bind, who carved the first rule in the human mind. Before the hammer, before the spear, the law was spoken, then came fear. Feel the weight of right. The law is burning in the northern light. Every warrior bound by word and deed. Justice isn't weakness, it's the creed. Hey! The bass is dropping like the gavel falls. The lawgiver's oath through every hall. No warrior breaks what tear has sealed. His judgment stands, his law revealed. The art sworn on iron ground. The oath, the most powerful sound. The oath that binds the strong and free. The oath, the lawgiver's decree. Fenrir howling promise, every bound agreement, every law a sacred sacrament. Higher, feel the lawgiver's ancient call. Higher, the code that holds the sky from fall. One final oath, one final stand. The God with one remaining hand. The oath, sworn on iron ground. The oath, the most powerful sound. The oath, that binds us strong and free. The oath, the lawgiver's decree, carries scars that no one else would bear. The price of justice, burdens none would share. A warrior who chose the good above the great. A God who placed the law above his faith. The oath, here, forever just. The oath, carved in iron, blood and trust. The oath, when every warrior falls. The oath, the lawgiver's oath outlasts them all. In the quiet after battles end, when the broken warriors start to mend, the lawgiver's oath still holds the sky, the reason warriors live and why they die. One hand lost so the universe could breathe. The oldest law, the oldest oath, the oldest creed. And when the new world rises from the fire, the law will be the first thing to inspire. In the darkness before the dawn, where the ravens circle overhead, two eyes watching, only one remains. The price of wisdom, the price of pain. Hugin and Munin fly through the void. Across the 9 worlds, nothing destroyed. The spear is ready, the runes are cast. His throne stands eternal, first and last. God's halls he sees all things, the threads of fate beneath his wings. A wanderer cloaked in grey and old, his secrets deeper than Nordic cold. He traded sight for the well below, drank from the source that only gods know. The norns are weaving, thread by thread, the line between the living and the All-Father calls you now. Rise beneath the ancient vow. Feel the runes ignite your blood. Feel the thunder, feel the flood. Rise from Yggdrasil's deep root. Rise, hear the war horn absolute. The cosmos bends to one command. The universe is in his hand. Lord of war and mind. Odin, leave the weak behind. Odin, ruler of the slain. Odin, a cause. The storm is building on the horizon line. Every warrior ready at Valhalla's shrine. Drums are pounding, axes bright and keen. The greatest battle the world has seen. Feel it rise in the northern wind. A battle cycle without an end. The All-Father's eye is burning gold. A warrior story yet to be told. Higher, higher, higher still. The ancient power bends to will. Odin, 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 Odin. Odin, Odin, Odin. Rise, Odin, Lord of war and mine. Odin, leave the weak behind. Odin, ruler of the slain. Odin, in Valhalla's reign. He walks among us in disguise. One eye burning, ancient wise. The ravens echo through the frost. No warrior soul is ever lost. Odin, eternal king of night. Odin, guardian of the fight. The first and final word. The greatest battle cry. When the stars go cold and black, when the sun forgets to come back, he will stand at the edge of all, the last to rise, the last to fall. Who can carry thought away? Morning brings the memory of the day. In the silence after worlds collide, the All-Father's throne will still preside. Sleipnir fades into the mist, a warrior's name on Odin's list. Silver tongue behind a golden grin. Where every story ends, he begins. Shape-shifting through the worlds of nine, blurring every single line. Child of giants, raised by gods, playing everyone against the odds. A spark of chaos in the divine design. The cruelest trick, a master of the light. He cut the golden hair while Sif slept deep. He bargained with the dwarves to make the leap. Draupnir and Gungnir from the forge's heart. Gleipnir and Mjolnir, chaos as a knot. He raced in horse form to delay the wall. Gave birth to Sleipnir in the darkened hall. Every consequence, a puzzle piece, a chaos that will never find its peace. Feel the tension, feel the trick unfold. Every lie he's ever dared to hold. Nothing stable, nothing as it seems. He tears apart the fabric of your dreams. The bass is dropping like the snake descends. The story twisting as the music bends. You never know the motive, never know the mind. The chaos god was always left behind. Loki, master of the light. Loki, burning in disguise. Loki, chaos all around. Loki, shaking every ground. Fire eyes and silver tongue. Every clever trick so young. Down beneath the mountain stone, a god of chaos, never truly known. Loki, breaking every chain. mine. One more moment, one more heartbeat now. The trickster breaks his everlasting vow. Loki, Loki, master of the light. Loki, burning in the skies. Loki, chaos all around. Loki, shaking every ground. The Naglfar sails with the army of the dead. Every world unraveling thread by thread. He stands beside the giants in the fray. Even chaos has its final day. Loki, fire burning bright. Loki, author of the night. Loki, the most complex of all. Loki, rising at the final call. In the ashes after worlds collide, where the truth and the deception died. Was he villain or was he just misread? A god of chaos never fully dead. The silver tongue falls finally still. No more tricks, no more will. But in every lie, in every bending game, the trickster's spark will light again. Gold tears falling on the morning tide. She rode to war with Valkyries by her side. Half the fallen come to folk Vanguard's hall. She hears every warrior's final call. Bracing gunman shines across the frost. A goddess knows the price of love and loss. Cats pulling iron chariot through the sky. The goddess of the battlefield never asks why. Inside the summer rain, she is the beauty built on buried pain. Both the sword and the embrace, both the warrior and the grace. Feel her power rising in the north. The goddess calling her true worth. The bass is dropping like a war cry. Calls, feel the goddess. Feel the hammer fall. Goddess of the brave. Freya, warrior and enclave. Freya, love and iron combined. Freya, she was never left behind. Half the fallen go to her great hall. Half the warriors answer to her call. Bracing gum and burning in the night. Freya, goddess of the fight. She wept for love across man worlds entire. Her golden tears became the Nordic fire. Amber on the ocean's edge and shore. The tears of gods mean something more. When Thrym stole Mjolnir as his bride price claim, he asked for Freya, she refused the game. Thor dressed as bride to win the hammer back. Freya's rage that kept the universe on track. The field of Folkvang opens wide. The Valkyrie circling on every side. Warriors rise from the battle plain. Into her hall they come to fight again. Higher, feel the northern goddess rise. Higher, through the Nordic battle skies. One more surge, one more war cry call. The goddess of the brave stands above all. Freya, goddess of the brave. Freya, warrior and enclave. Freya, love and iron combined. Freya, she was never left behind. Both the lover and the warrior's blade, both the light and dark and the sharp cascade. From Vanaheim she crossed to Asgard's gate. The goddess sovereign over love and fate. Freya, tears of gold on iron ground. Freya, the most powerful sound. Freya, half the dead are hers to keep, a love too fierce to give. In the golden fields of folk Vanguard's rest, the bravest warriors laid upon her chest. She keeps their stories, holds their names in halls of amber, gold and flames. And Ragnarok consumes the sky. The goddess of the brave will never die. She rides again on the other side. The goddess born for war and born for pride. And born for pride. One hand given, justice bought, the prize of order dearly sought. The wolf was bound, but trust was broken. The law was written, no word spoken. The god of war chose the scale, over sword and over mail. He stands where others fear to go, a justice burning cold and slow. Before the runes, before the throne, before the gods had claimed their own, there was a law that bound the sky, that even gods must justify. Tear the ancient order still, the Odin's chair on Asgard's hill, a one-handed god with iron will, the law of war fulfilled. He placed his hand inside the wolf's great jaw, a sacrifice to hold the highest law. Fenrir bound, tears hand undone, justice served beneath the Nordic sun. Feel the iron, feel the binding chain, feel the price of every oath and claim. The base descends like judgment from above, a warrior's sacrifice, a soldier's love. God of the just and brave, neither master nor a slave. One hand lost for law, the most noble of them all. Fenrir chained on Gleipnir silken thread, the price of order written in the red. He gave his hand so worlds could stand, justice carved in iron sand. The day of battle bears his name, Tuesday, tears, undying fame. In every court and every ring of law, his never seeks the fame. The scale tips but always finds its place. The iron law of every warrior race. Every oath you swear he hears above. Every broken vow, a test of love. Higher, feel the justice burning bright. Higher, higher, through the darkness of the night. One more surge before the verdict falls. Answering the justice calls. God of the just and brave. Neither master nor a slave. One hand lost for law. The most noble of them all. He is the steady voice inside the storm. The code that keeps the warrior informed. Every battle has a right and wrong. Hear the silent law in every song. The iron that never rusts. The warrior that the warrior trusts. Tuesday carved in stone. No god of justice stands alone. In the aftermath of Ragnarok's last fire, when the gods are gone and the new worlds rise higher, the concept of justice, ancient and pure, the one thing in the cosmos that will endure. One hand lost so the world could breathe. The law of iron underneath. Tear may fall on the final day, but justice never fully fades away. Lightning splits the ancient bridge. The hammer falls before the thunder speaks. A god of iron, a god that never breaks. Goats of thunder cross the sky. 10 Grisna screaming as they fly. The forge fires roaring, night of Ellie's deep. A weapon born for gods to keep. Son of Odin, son of earth, the strongest god since time of birth. Red-bearded, broad across the chest, among all warriors above the rest. He fights the giants, stands the wall, between the worlds of rise and fall. The serpent Jormungandr waits below, for the final battle, the mortal blow. Feel the hammer, feel the weight of iron. Feel the thunder, feel the northern siren. Lightning strikes where the hammer lands. Mjolnir answering to no other hands. The giants tremble as God stands. Power written in the northern lands. Here it comes, feel the bass descend. The storm of Thor will never, never end. Thor, god of thunder rise. Thor, light the Nordic skies. Mjolnir in your hand, defender of the land. Crack the sky, split the clouds in two. Red beard blazing, eyes of burning blue. Every hammer strike a battle call. Thor, the strongest of them all. His skin shakes with every step. A warrior's the god of thunder, eternal flame. Giants falling, Asgard stands, the hammer flying back to waiting hands. Rising, rising, feel the storm ignite. Thor ascending to the fight. Higher the thunder shakes the ground. Thor, the most magnificent song. Thor, god of thunder rise. Hey, hey. Thor, light the Nordic skies. Hey, hey. Thor, Mjolnir in your hand. Hey, hey. Defender of the land. He swings the hammer, mountains fall. The bravest answer to his call. Lightning strikes from cloud to stone. No warrior stands or fights alone. Thor, riding through the storm, defying every norm. The thunder never dies, eternal Nordic skies. When the final hammer falls at last, when Ragnarok consumes the past, and Jormungandr rises from the sea, Thor will face his destiny. 9 steps back after the killing blow, into the halls where warriors go. The thunder fades across the plain, but Mjolnir's echo will remain. Ancient symbols carved in stone, a language only gods have known. Each mark a doorway, each line a key, unlocking what the blind can't see. The wonder hung 9 nights above, not for mercy, not for love, but for the knowledge burning deep, the sacred runes he chose to keep. Sacrifice to self alone, on Yggdrasil's enormous bone. A spear wound open, no food or drink, staring down into the brink. 9 days, 9 nights, the darkness spoke, and on the 10th, the secret broke. Freya's story says power rising like a blazing star, and Zeus calling Rado rights. Chaos burns on northern tide. The runes are speaking, can you feel the weight? Ancient power standing at the gate. Every symbol, every carved line is a weapon, and the weapon's mine. The veil is lifted, reality cracks. No way forward, no turning back. The All-Father's wisdom floods the veins. Eternal knowledge, immortal chains. Runs, written in the dark, runs. Every sacred mark runs. Power in the stone runs. Wisdom carved in bone. Tiwas Perkanae was called. Manna standing above it all. Lagos flows like northern streams. Ingwas seeding warrior dreams. Runs, the code of gods and men. Runs, never ending, never ending. He walks the roads of every world. His grey cloak tied, his magic hurl. A staff in hand, a secret smile. The fool who's wise beyond all guile. In Midgard markets, Jotun halls, his footsteps echo, wisdom calls. No mortal knows the face he sacrifice what no one knows. Carved in oak and carved in ice, every word of wisdom has a price. Rise and feel the ancient code, the language of the warrior's road. The storm of knowledge breaks the sky, every rune a battle cry. Higher, higher, higher. Runes ignite, night, 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 night. Runs, written in the dark, runs. Every secret mark runs. Power in the stone runs. Wisdom carved in bone. The wanderer speaks, the world's aligned. Every symbol, every secret sign. From Asgard's peak to Helheim low, the runes are all the warriors know. Runs, burning through the night. Runs, guiding every fight. Runs, the language of the free. Runs, carved for eternity. In the silence of the frozen north, where the runic stones still hold their worth, every carved line tells a tale of a god who dared to pass the veil. The wanderer smiles and walks away into another ancient day. The runes remain when gods are gone. The warrior code forever on. Before the darkness learned to lie, there was a God who lit the sky. Not with thunder, not with war, but with a light worth living for. Every God adored his face, every world a better place. Mistletoe and shadow waited cold for the story every legend told. Son of Odin, born of grace, the most beloved in every place. His dreams foretold his coming doom. The gods tried building him a tomb of every weapon, every stone. They asked each thing to leave him alone. All things promised, all things swore, except one branch, a branch ignored. The light is too beautiful to last. Every bright thing comes undone too fast. The gods throw weapons, nothing hits. Watching Balder laughing where he sits. Feel the shadow, feel the mistletoe, feel the hand of Loki, the fatal throw. The base descends like grief upon a whole. The light gone out, the greatest fall. Balder, burning like the sun. Balder, the most beloved one. Balder, light across the north. Balder, grief without remorse. The world went dark when Balder fell. Every living thing began to mourn the spell. Even hell was asked to give him back. Balder, light against the black. Hermod rode through 9 nights deep to reach the hall where dead gods sleep. He asked for Balder, hell agreed. If all things wept, then he'd be freed. Every stone and every tree did cry, every mortal, every cloud and sky. But one old woman, Loki, would not weep, and so the god of light was hell's to keep. In the darkness after Balder died, the gods sat silent, no one tried to fill the space the light had left behind. The most beloved gone from every mind, but Ragnarok will burn the world to seed. A new earth rising from the fall indeed. Higher, feel the promise of return. Higher, let the undying through the crack. Balder, burning like the sun. Balder, the most beloved one. Balder, lost to mistletoe's game, but Ragnarok's not his end, not his end. After fire comes the field of green, the most beautiful sight ever seen. He rises from Hell's Hall reborn, a world made new without the thorn. Balder, returning to the light. Balder, after the eternal night. Balder, the promise of the sun, the undying one. In the silence after worlds are burned, something sacred finally returned. The most beloved walks the new green earth, a second world, a second birth. Every creature turns to see the face that lights the new world's empty space. The undying light was never truly gone, just waiting for the dark to carry on. Before the Aesir built their shining wall, there was a different kind of power call. From Vanaheim across the cosmic sea, a magic older than the gods could be. Two worlds at war, them finding peace, an exchange of gods, a truce release. She came to Asgard with a different flame, and nothing in the 9 worlds was the same. Say the magic spinning in her hands, weaving futures, writing destinies demand. She sees the threads before they're spun to fate. She guards the door at love and battle's gate. Not just beauty, not just desire, a warrior woman made of northern fire. Falcon feather cloak to fly the realms, a goddess standing at 1,000 helms. She is the wildfire in the frozen north. She is the gold the winter moon brings forth. Ancient power, Vanic blood and bone, a goddess unafraid to fight alone. Feel the magic, feel the say the weave, the oldest spell that you will ever believe. The base is building like the ocean tide, the Vanic flame will never ever hide. Vanic fire, burning bright and free. Vanic fire, older than the sea. Vanic fire, love and battle born. Vanic fire, beautiful and torn. The cats run free across the stormy sky. The falcon dives where golden teardrops lie. Amber on the shore, her heart of gold. Vanic fire, a story yet untold. She shared the Sather arts with Odin's halls, her knowledge ringing through the Asgard walls. In return she got a place of power high, a seat in war council beneath the sky. But answer to a throne. The Vanic power carves its path alone. She rides the battlefield before the dawn, choosing warriors worthy to move on. Higher, feel the Vanic magic surge. Higher, where all war and love converge. One final build before the goddess lands. Vanic fire, burning through all lands. But still she rides and still she carries on, breezing and blazing on her chest, a goddess who outlasts the greatest test. Vanic fire through the ages long. Vanic fire, the oldest, fiercest song. Vanic fire, have to brave our herds, the first of all the stars. Dissolves to dawn, when every battle song is finally gone. The Vanic fire on the ocean shore, a goddess searching, always searching for more. The amber tears roll down the rocky face, a love that time itself cannot erase. And Folkwang glows in eternal light, the Vanic goddess burning through the night.